doing, folks? George Noleff here, coming at you from the beautiful fireplace here at Parkway Brewing in Salem, Virginia. The special holiday edition of Outdoors Bound. Hopefully, we give you some inspiration to buy for that outdoors person in your life and maybe some ideas in the process.
It's that time of year, the time for you to play Santa. And if the person you're playing Santa for loves to do this,
yeah, ooh,
or anything else outdoors, then you might have some questions about what to get. Now, before you head to the store, ask that outdoors person in your life what they enjoy and what they need. Whether it's camping, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever, the more info you have, the easier it's going to be for you and the person helping you in the store to find that perfect gift.
Here's another idea. It's almost like a stocking, but instead of a stocking, you use a tackle bag. And you just stuff it full of stuff like pliers, different baits, spinners, terminal tackle, stringers, even a gift card. And on Christmas morning, the person who you're buying for, that outdoors person in your life, is going to come down and see this hanging, and they're going to love it.
Clothes are usually pretty easy too. Every outdoors person needs basics like socks. Fishing and hunting shirts, camo, and base layer to keep you warm are always good options. All you need is the right size. Smokers and grills are also, no pun intended, hot items. Anglers and hunters also need knives, so you might want to take a look at those. Or maybe optics or binoculars.
Something to think about when it comes to kayaks and canoes, or fishing rods, or bows, or firearms. The thing you have to remember is these items are all almost an extension of the person that you're buying for. So unless you know specifically what they want, your best bet is to talk to the people who do know these items, the experts at the stores where you're purchasing. And you get an idea of what it's going to cost, and then you go up front and you get one of these, a gift card. The person gets the gift they want, and you've given them a great gift.
That looks like a business card.
And you can also give the gift of an experience. I'm talking about a guided hiking, hunting, or fishing trip. You can help make memories for a lifetime, and your money stays local.
A gift certificate for a guide trip can mean the world to who you're giving it to.
How's that feel?
Feels all right.
It feels all right. Heck yeah, it does. You know, I get asked about those experience gifts all the time. Here's a little bit more.
You want everything to be perfect, but maybe Santa needs some inspiration. Sure, you've got something for everyone, but something is missing. Maybe it's this.
Doubled up.
Think of it as the gift of the outdoors. Instead of things, some folks are opting to give the gift of experiences, buying guided hunting, hiking, or fishing trips for family or friends. Captain Weston Hartman guides for stripers on Smith Mountain Lake. He says it's a great way to give a gift that will create memories for a lifetime.
It can be a great gift for your outdoor enthusiasts and your family. And it's just a great, fun, exciting time. You can bring the kids. Gifts of experience is what I prefer. I would prefer to give somebody a service rather than a product. It's something that I think personally that they're going to remember more.
Those gifts of experience can be customized, a gift for a group or family or a couple or an individual. The other thing you get is a guide's knowledge and connections, and that can lead to an exclusive experience that no one else will get. Smallmouth and muskie guide Rob England runs float trips on the Jackson and the James. Listen to him talk about one of the floats he offers.
People refer to this as the Rainbow Gap float. Today, and just recently, I've been able to gain some access to a little bit further upstream to make this float just a little bit longer. Virtually untapped water, especially for these first 3 miles or so. Smallmouth in this area see very, very little pressure, as well as the muskie.
Guided trips can be just as much about learning and developing a love for a sport. In addition to trips for wild brook and rainbow trout, Josh Williams of Dead Drift Outfitters offers classes in fly fishing. It's a gift that can grow into a lifetime passion.
We offer fly fishing basics, casting lessons, fly tying lessons, pretty much anything to be set up for success.
Set up for success, turning you into a holiday hero at the same time.
Ladies and gentlemen, get loud for the cruise missile, John Cruz.
Everybody has a dream of catching monster bass like that. Bass are the most popular freshwater game fish in North America.
You know, one of the questions I get asked the most is, how do I get involved in bass fishing? How do I start bass fishing? Or how do I get a kid started in bass fishing? Well, I'll tell you what, the answer might be under your Christmas tree this year.
Missile bait's 48. Just wacky rig it. That's a pond killer right there.
Bass are the #1 game fish, freshwater game fish in America by a mile.
John Cruz is the owner and president of Salem-based Missile Baits.
Gotcha.
He's also a Bassmaster Elite Series champion.
From Salem, Virginia, the cruise missile, John Cruz.
Cruz knows a thing or two about catching bass.
I would expect the jerkbait to be a little bit more of a player today.
And he's passionate about getting kids involved in the sport. It starts with keeping it easy and basic.
So you're gonna start out with a rod and reel, like a spinning rod and reel like this. A good place to start is to get a kind of a kit like we have here at Missile Baits. You get all the baits and you get an instruction card that tells you how to rig the baits, and it gives you a little, brief summary of how to fish the baits.
Cruz likes to get kids started with soft plastics. They're easy to fish and they work.
Soft plastics, you can rig, most of the ways that you rig them are weedless, so you're not going to be hung up a whole bunch. And also, the fish will bite soft plastics over and over and over again.
There you go. You catch a couple bass, and all of a sudden, you're going to want to catch those bass more and more because they have those mouths and they jump when you hook them.
That's the beauty of it, the excitement that bass can bring. Once you get your kids hooked on bass fishing, it can be a lifetime passion. That gift you give on Christmas morning, well, it could still be given 70 or 80 years down the road.
Like I tell my kids, you can do fishing until you can't walk anymore. Then you can sit in a wheelchair and you can continue to fish. It's something that you can bond with someone doing anytime, any place, of any age.
Any place, any age. You give the gift of fishing, you are given the gift of a lifetime.
Still more holiday cheer straight ahead. How about giving an outdoors gift made right here in the Commonwealth?
Oh, red snapper. All right.
Plus, a family fishing gift that'll get you out on the ocean without breaking the bank. Stay with us.
Oh, God.
Welcome back. Whether you're a hunter, hiker, fisherman, paddle sport enthusiast, you want that gift that means something to you. So whatever you do, you come down Christmas morning, you find it under the tree, and you find that thing that you wanted all year long. Well, what could make it better? How about if it was made right here in Virginia?
Nice fish, Bill.
Everybody wants to put fish in the net. Doing it with something made right here makes it even better.
That is a fat fish.
When it comes to local tackle makers, you have options.
Oh yeah, that'll get it done.
You can go big with Salem-based Missile Baits. Missile soft plastics and jigs are available around the country.
D-Bomb catches a lot of fish. It catches big fish, and it has a good hookup ratio. You can swim it, near the surface. You can drag it on the bottom. You can put a real heavy weight and punch it through. It's very, very versatile.
Or you can keep it small with local lure makers. One option is Perco Lures. Perco makes musky lures, but if you're looking for something to target bass or walleye, then you might consider Thompson Custom Lures in Gretna. Joey Thompson makes a variety of jigs, spinner baits, and hard baits.
I don't really make pre-made lures because everybody wants different stuff, and I make a lot of lures that people can customize all the blade colors and different color heads and different color skirts, even down to the color hooks is on them.
It still needs one more operation to take the face down.
Or how about a reel? Very few fishing reels are made in the United States anymore, but Siegler Reels makes all of its reels at its headquarters in Virginia Beach.
We're proud it's made here, and that's the biggest thing. Is making something in America. It's a challenge. It's not easy. It's a lot of hard late nights and struggling, but it's worth it.
Oh, it's worth it all right. You boost the local economy, and you give a gift that's going to be cherished forever. Now speaking of cherishing things, family vacations, family trips. Mine almost always include hunting or fishing or something outdoors. You know what? The next time you take that trip to the beach or wherever, you can book a trip, turn it into a gift, and it doesn't have to cost you a lot of money.
Oh, come on.
'Tis the season to be planning your vacation. That's right, you might be thinking of unveiling those perfect vacation plans on Christmas morning as the family's big holiday gift. How about the beach? Good call, and for a lot of families, a charter fishing trip while on vacation at the beach is on the wish list.
Go ahead, reel. Steady, steady.
But because of cost, anywhere from $500 to north of $1,000, it'll have to stay on the wish list.
Excellent. Now we're cooking.
But what if I told you there's a way to get the family out on the ocean for a fraction of the cost? It's called a headboat charter.
Good morning. How you doing? All right.
It certainly is a great time to be had, really just about year round. Just a great opportunity to come down, have some fun, and catch some fish.
Oh, excellent way to get the family out. And you usually get dinner out of it, too. Oh, red snapper. All right.
The reason it's called a headboat is because you'll pay by the head to get on the boat, usually around $40 to $70 a person. So you could take a family of 4 ocean fishing for the day for under $300.
Big cobia, make it a keeper, get the gift.
And you're down here on vacation, decide to do a little fishing.
Yep. Take the chance when you can.
Yeah.
That's a grunt.
Nice.
Yeah, normally you got to be on at least like 15 miles to really catch them consistently, so. But we'll take it.
Once you're out there, who knows what you'll catch? It could range from smaller fare, great for filling up a cooler for a fish fry, to bigger species like red snapper or drum.
Oh, nice. Don't be afraid, little guy. Don't be afraid.
Look over here.
Say cheese. You, for a fleeting moment, you don't know whether you've gotten the bottom or whether you have something serious down there. And it takes just a minute for that fish to take off. And then you know you've got something good coming up.
It's an adventure. Every day's like a box of chocolates.
But catching fish is secondary to the experience of getting the family together on the water.
I mean, it's amazing to be able to meet people from all walks of life, from all over the country and sometimes different parts of the world. You know, you get to hang out with them for a little while and take them fishing. I mean, I can't imagine anything better to do for a job.
Perfect, reasonable priced. Who wouldn't love to spend a good long morning out on the water? If you happen to if you get a stringer of fish and you get to take them home with you, then that's just the icing on the cake.
You know, there are headboat charters available at almost every beach vacation destination on the East Coast, even up on the Great Lakes. Go ahead and book it now.
Funny how finicky, like we were saying, how finicky they are.
We've got more holiday happiness on the way. How about a gift you give today that's going to get used for a lifetime? That's next.
Welcome back. You know, when it comes to the outdoors, knowledge is king, and you can give that gift of knowledge, whether it's a map app or a fishing or hunting app or a book. And talking about books, my buddy, Stephen Paul, renowned muskie fisherman, just wrote one. He wants to share his knowledge of muskie fishing with you. You can turn that into a holiday gift.
Got it. That's Stephen Paul.
It's a pretty nice fish.
Pete.
Yes, sir.
We're out here.
Yes, sir. Look at that.
Got him in the net. Me and Peter out here grinding. Gotta go ahead and turn this guy loose, man. Thanks for the great net job, Pete.
Oh,
He's one of the top muskie anglers in the country.
there you go. I saw that one.
He, along with renowned muskie expert Joe Bucher, do the Muskie 360 podcast, and he works with the folks at the Muskie Shop. He has more knowledge about targeting the toothy apex predator than many of us will ever know. But now he's sharing that vital intelligence in a new book called Next Level Muskie Fishing.
I love showing people their first muskie or helping somebody achieve maybe a personal best and sort of get dialed in, teach. That's my biggest thing is once you've done something and you feel like you've got your head wrapped around it, it's fun to share that knowledge.
Funny how finicky, like we were saying, how finicky they are when they're on that timber.
Paul invited me down to his home waters in Tennessee to fish with him recently. It was a blast and one of the most valuable learning experiences I've ever had.
When we start muskie fishing or getting into it, is getting that leader right to the rod tip, coming in and creating the largest turning radius that we can, which allows that fish to follow.
The man is a non-stop muskie professor.
It's a very engaging activity. So the more casts you get into, the more time you spend trolling, or the baits are wet, the more opportunities you're going to have. But we're really targeting this. It's in near a deep channel adjacent to a food shelf. Just the minorest change in the bottom's composition can be attractive for predatory game fish, whether it be muskies, striper, bass. If you want to be continually successful, you want to have success nearly every time you hit the water. Once you have an understanding of structure, that coupled with seasonality and forage movements, you're going to be able to locate fish faster, which means you're having more fun on the water. But you definitely got some teeth in this bad boy. You know, I love catching these things, but I love that experience with people and just really helping educate people to the best of my ability.
So if you have that outdoors person in your life, the gift of knowledge, like a book, is one they'll use every time they head for the water or the woods.
Now, you can find hundreds of books, apps, programs, map programs, fishing, hunting, hiking, whatever. They are out there, and they make great gifts. One of my favorites from a few years back is the Total Fishing Manual. My son got it for me for Christmas. I use that all the time. Hey, I've got a few other ideas. Let's check them out.
What's the sound of Christmas carols have to do with the sound of this? Maybe a lot if that special someone in your life is into target shooting, or clays, or hunting.
We're actually getting this set up for muzzleloading season.
They say practice makes perfect, so time on a gun range could be a great Christmas present.
Oh, I would absolutely love that.
Especially during the holiday season, Christmas time, we have a punch card deal. So it is good for 5 range visits, which is an hour on the range. It includes free rentals as well.
That's Lynchburg Arms General Manager Brent Fitzgerald. He says the only way to become a better shot is to practice. But he says there's another benefit to giving the gift of range time.
Practice, or if you're someone who's unsure, maybe you're just dipping your toe into the gun world, due to the rental program, and we have over 100 firearms available, it's a good way to get someone who might not exactly know what they want to try different models and then decide on one that they want to get and what works for them. This is our centerfire rifle and shotgun ammunition. Tripods, always another option too, especially for the hunters out there.
You can also buy ammo, cleaning supplies, optics, bags and cases, and a host of other stuff, including personal one-on-one lessons. And that brings us to actual firearms. A gun's like an extension of the person shooting it, so unless you know the person really well, that could be an issue. Then there's also the legal question. Buying a gun as a gift can sometimes be in a legal gray area. But there's a way around both of those obstacles.
If you want to get someone a firearm and you're not exactly sure which one to get, even though we can kind of help guide you through that, we highly encourage you to get a gift certificate. That way you can give it and they can come down here and pick out exactly what they want.
More holiday cheer is on the way, and I do mean cheer. My special gift to you involves George Washington, rides in one-horse open sleighs, and one of my favorite drinks in the whole world.
You know, when I'm out there hunting or hiking or fishing around the holidays, I like to come in and warm up with a cup of eggnog. Now, here's my holiday gift to you. It's about eggnog and how my beloved Virginia is the birthplace of that favorite holiday drink.
When you think about traditional old-fashioned Christmas celebrations, a few things come to mind. Sure, there's Santa and presents, and if you go way back, the whole one-horse open sleigh thing. And then there's eggnog.
My son and husband love it, so we buy it whenever it's available.
Yeah, me too. And what if we told you the birthplace of eggnog, as we know it, is right here in Virginia?
Wow. I've learned something today. Thanks to you.
So how does Virginia get to make the claim of eggnog's birthplace? Well, there was a tradition in colonial Virginia of making something called boiled custard or drinking custard. It's still being made here in Virginia today. A lot of families have their own recipes. Plus, one of the top nog makers in the country is Homestead Creamery in Franklin County. Their recipe has been compared to history in a bottle.
We've gotten a lot of reports from people of how it reminds them of their childhood. A lot of people will say it reminds them of a family recipe that they haven't been able to replicate.
But back to the origin story and how eggnog became a real thing thanks to Virginia. As historians put it, colonial Virginians decided to enhance the custard drink. And by enhance, I mean they added booze to it. The next thing you know, it spread across the country to become an American holiday tradition.
One other big Virginia influence, George Washington, native son, father of our country, is credited with coming up with an eggnog recipe that caught on through colonial America and made it popular everywhere. The more you know, huh? Folks, I hope I provided you with some inspiration and maybe some ideas to make this a great Christmas for the outdoors person in your life, as well as for you. That's all we've got time for right now. I'm George Noleff, Outdoors Bound, coming to you from the beautiful fireplace here at Parkway Brewing in Salem, Virginia. Merry Christmas, y'all.